people are scared AI is going to take their job, but actually, people using AI are going to take your job. So if you're using AI, you can actually take other people's job. Now, I know that sounds a bit evil, but we're talking here about form filling and this Chrome extension called Zipifil, which is basically going to fill forms for you. So, for example, if you're in data entry, or if you're filling forms like a drop shipper, checkout forms, Amazon, all the different types of forms, or if you fill forms for a living, this Chrome extension is basically going to do the work for you so quickly that you won't have to do it yourself. That means you can just do tons more work. You can take on 100 more jobs and make 10 or 100 times more money. So without talking too much, let me demonstrate Zipifil. Zipifil is a Chrome extension that basically is free to try completely. And it's so powerful because it has six AI form fillers, not one, six. So let me just show you what I mean. So let's say, for example, I have this form, which is a lot of information that I have to fill, and I have this data that I'm supposed to fill it with, all of this. So I can just copy that. It doesn't have to be organized in any way. All I need to do is click the Zipifil button and then paste in anything, meaning even if it's unorganized, just paste it in here, click auto form fill, and in a couple of seconds, it's just going to fill the entire form. 39 out of 40 fields. Absolutely insane. It took literally 3 seconds. Now, can you imagine someone getting paid to fill this form? And in the old way of doing things is like copying, do you know what I mean? Copying part of this, pasting, do you know what I mean? With drop shipping, people really don't want to have to do this one thing at a time. It saves you time, and time is money. And basically, you can multiply your output like this and do other more important things with your time to make more money. Now, I want to show you why this specific Chrome extension is better than others. First of all, it's got 5 stars in the Chrome store, and the other ones have like 2 or 3 stars. And I understand why, because form fillers aren't universal usually, especially AI ones, but this one is, and at least it claims to be. So let's test it. If I click on the form filler, this is the way it looks. 1 second. And if you look at this button here, this is the game changer. If you click on this star button, you're given basically options on what you can customize in the form filler. So for example, you could actually choose the form filler that works best on a specific site. Because when you first come to Zipifil, you've only got one button and the rest of the form fillers are kind of hidden underneath. But if you click on this button, you can then choose the ones that work best with your specific page. So for example, if you're doing anything that doesn't work, if you find the form filler doesn't work, you can simply choose a different one. And there's more functionality like auto fill the form on extension click. That means as soon as you click the extension, it will just fill the form with clipboard data, which is fantastic for time saving. So let's just set this up right now so you can see an example of this working. So I've selected auto fill on extension click. And over here, you can literally choose a custom prompt for this specific URL, which is fantastic. So for any website you're on, you can create rules so that it will match your business needs. So for example, if I wanted this to be more general and work on every single page that starts with this, I just remove the ending here, and then this will work now on this rule will work on every page that begins with this. Now, all we need to do is tell instructions. Please translate to Chinese before filling the form. Now watch this. Oh yeah, and don't fill the first name field. Now let's just test this and see if it actually works. Let's go back to this form. Let's refresh the page for a second here and do the exact same thing we did before, but this time we're going to actually click. Now remember, I've already set a rule for it to autofill on Chrome extension. Click. So I'm going to click on it now, show you my hands, and watch. It's going to literally fill the form automatically with translating to Chinese and not filling the first name field. So it's done the job perfectly. As you can see, it's left the first name field empty and it's filled the rest of the form completely empty. Now the power of this, what you just saw now, was the reason why this is the AI form filler of the century, because it lets you customize what it does for any website of the internet. That's what makes it so special. So you could tell it, listen, don't fill the billing address, fill only the shipping address. You could tell it, you know what I mean, only fill these specific fields. You know what I mean? You could even tell it to select, to do things like by default. Let's say, for example, if I wanted to make sure, let me just cancel this automatic filling functionality. And then let's say I wanted to say, let's say, let me just click it again here. Let me go to my favorites. And let's say I wanted to say, set the first name to Zipifil, for example. So now I can actually make sure that it actually sets the first name to Zipifil, even if the data contains something else. So you can kind of create defaults. So let's fill this form again. Even though it's already filled, it's going to overfill it. And watch, the first name field is Zipifil, even though in the information, the name was something else, because the first name was Eleanor in the information. But because I gave it a custom prompt, I can customize this form filler. This is why this is the Chrome extension that will completely take over your data entry or your drop shipping needs in the most perfect way. I'm a dropshipper. I use it myself. I know it works perfectly. That's why it's a 5-star AI form filling Chrome extension. And you can add it to Chrome by following the link in the description. Now, who are we? We are Solations. Let me just show you who we are. Solations is not just this Chrome extension. We have tons of Chrome extensions for businesses. You could just go to our homepage, click on Chrome extensions. We've got this 5+ for WhatsApp, which allows you to bypass the WhatsApp forwarding limits. We've got the same thing for Facebook, where you can forward to unlimited groups in one go. We've got so many, and here is Zipifil. So if you want to add it to Chrome, if you're on this page, you just click on Zipifil and then add to Chrome, and then it's inside of your Chrome browser. Thank you for watching this video. I was Daniel from Solations, and see you in the next video.